I'm Professor Kev Show. I got my friend Arushi with us from Celiac Pioneers. Good evening. How you doing, Arushi?
I'm doing very well, Professor. How are you?
Just living the dream, my friend. So before we talk about Celiac Pioneers, tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right. So, hello everyone. I am Aarushi Chottani, the co-founder of Celiac Pioneers, and I'm here for episode 2 today to shine a light on celiac disease. It's not super well known yet, but we're changing that with Heart and Hustle. And I started as a content writing intern here. I climbed my way to being the social media and tech manager, which brings me to my current position, the co-founder, because we're trying to restructure and plan to help more people.
Okay, so what encouraged you to get involved in this cause? Because usually when it's something like this, it's personal. You've been impacted somehow. What's the story behind it?
That's right. So it started with my co-founder's brother, who's got celiac, and going gluten-free often gets you labeled as attitudinal, like you being fussy. And her brother dealt with that shade plus health struggles because celiac isn't always on people's radar, and diagnosis can be tough too. Symptoms get mistaken for other stuff, and tests aren't always the first thing doctors try. And if ignored for too long, in some cases, it can also be fatal. So that's what hit us hard. And I was all in because I love tackling challenges with enthusiasm and heart. And one of our interns, who's also a celiac, shared how tough it is, and people sometimes don't get why she skips certain foods. It's not a choice, it's survival. And we started Celiac Pioneers to spread the word, cut through the judgment, bust myths, and make life easier for celiacs. It's about building understanding, not pointing fingers.
So tell me about how you're raising awareness of celiac.
So it started as I told you from a very personal matter, and it's an autoimmune condition. Gluten's a no-go if you've got genes like HLA-DQ2 or DQ8, if I get into the technicalities. But catching it can be tricky. Symptoms like bloating or tiredness often get chalked up to stress or diet, and the stigma is pretty rough. So if you're gluten-free, some folks might think you're just trendy. What we're doing here is spreading knowledge. We're dropping short videos, blogs, and social posts to explain celiac, why it's not just a food thing. We keep it simple, no jargon, and we're building crews. We're creating online spaces where celiacs share hacks like finding gluten free recipes, and we're pushing for change. We're hosting talks with dietitians and doctors to boost testing and train folks to spot celiac sooner. We're also planning school sessions in the future so kids don't feel weird about their diet. We're currently operational on Instagram and LinkedIn.
So last question, crystal ball time. What's the ultimate goal of the idea? What are you hoping to be able to accomplish?
Right. So we're headed and we're dreaming big for celiac awareness, making it something everyone gets. In short term, we're building a website packed with newsletters and resources like guides for navigating gluten-free life. And we're also planning in-person campaigns and school workshops to teach kids and families about celiac so gluten-free doesn't mean left out. And in the long term, we're teaming up with gluten-free food companies to create safe and tasty options to get them to underprivileged kids who need them the most. And inspired by my co-founder's brother, we want every celiac to feel supported and not stuck. We'll keep pushing for more testing and better food labels too. And our ultimate goal is to turn celiac from a question mark into a conversation with a community that's got your back. And that's the Celiac Pioneers Deal. Professor Kevin, thanks for having the mic. To everyone's watching, check us out, share our mission, and help spread the celiac word.
That's a perfect ending. So what's the best way for people to reach out to you if they want to learn more or perhaps get involved in the cause?
So we have our LinkedIn page, we have our Instagram page, and if you want to reach out to me personally, so that you can get connected to this organization, I'm also available on LinkedIn as well as my email ID. Yeah, that would be the best way to reach out.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.